Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Big Brother Brian Bear here. So, coming up, we take a visit to the jury house. One house guest gets evicted, and just because you're out of the house doesn't mean you're out of the game. The new twist will be revealed right now. So, no theme song. Got too much to do. So now, Julie announces what this new twist is all about. So now Julie announces what this twist is all about, and it is called the Jury Battle Back. The first 4 jury members will battle their way back into the house. The winner of this competition will return to the house as a house guest. So now into the game. Fezzi's been very negative, and Haley wants to just be happy with the last few days that she has with him. Fezzi's like, I feel like this whole experience was just fake, and Haley's like, well, it wasn't, so like... And Haley needs to be mindful about Fezzi's feelings while she's also campaigning for her to stay and him to go. Kind of hard to do. So Brett and Tyler talk, and Brett says that it has gotten to the point where they need to now start to make smart decisions, like really smart decisions. It is now final 8. It's about to be final 7 for what they know. Really, it's just going to be another final 8 because somebody leaves and then somebody comes back in. And Brett wants to make a final 2 deal with Tyler. Too bad Tyler already has 3 other final 2 deals. And Tyler says that despite his feelings for Angela, she's not a final 2 with Tyler, which means that he will take her out if it means winning this game. So JC and Tyler talk, and JC says that they need to split up Casey and Angela, and that they should do it next week after they take out Fezzi. But Tyler's not really into this because he has a final 2 deal with Casey, and he is buddy-buddy with Angela. He's also nervous that Haley will come after him if he goes after Casey and Angela, so Tyler's not really into this. So now JC tries to talk to Brett with the same idea, because Brett isn't really as close to Angela and Casey as Tyler is, so this is kind of an easier way for JC to get what he wants. And Brett says that he will fully commit to JC's plan. It's time for a big move, and I kind of hope that JC wins this next HOH so that this big move can take place. I want to see blood. So now it's time for the eviction, and in Fezzi's eviction speech, he basically calls out Angela both personally and game related. He personally attacks her by saying, ugh, you always complain about driving a Range Rover and wearing a fake engagement ring at the grocery store. Don't worry, you're not all that. And then he goes and throws her game under the bus. Little does he know that he may be returning to the house. In the votes, Sam voted to evict Haley. Everyone else voted to evict Fezzi, which means that by a vote of 4-1, Fezzi was evicted from the Big Brother house. So now Julie announces the jury battle back competition to everyone in the house. So before we get to the competition, we take a little visit to the jury house, and we kind of check out how the jury members have been doing the past few weeks. So whenever a house guest goes into the jury house, they get a little DVD that they get to show the other house guests, and it's like a clip of what happened in the past week, but it's very limited as to what they get to have. It's really only the competitions, the meetings, and the eviction. That's it. So Rockstar puts her DVD in, and obviously she now has to relive her stupid veto move, which ended up sending her home. Now, I can't even imagine what Rockstar must have been going through. That's like so emotional. So Scotty goes into the jury house, and he finds out a kind of a big secret that probably could have saved him from being evicted. Yeah, he finds out by Rockstar and Bailey that Fezzi is in love with Haley, because Scotty was also in love with Haley. But he didn't know that Fezzi and Haley were already a thing. Have you been living under a rock? It is impossible for you to not have realized that Fezzi and Haley were a thing. Not only do they sleep together, but you also sleep in the same bedroom as them. Scotty sleeps in the same bedroom as Fezzi and Haley and sees that Fezzi and Haley sleep in the same bed. I'm not really quite sure what Scotty was looking at, but it was clearly everything except for that bed. And this wasn't like a one-day thing, like, oh, I just didn't notice. No, this was 2 freaking months. How did you not realize this? So now it's time for the jury battle back competition, and Scotty wins. I don't like Scotty. But before he goes back in, he reveals that he was told in the jury house that JC had told Fezzi to go after Scotty. So Fezzi went after Scotty, but Scotty has now been told that JC told Fezzi to go after Scotty, which is true. Which means that now that Scotty's going back into the house, JC, you better watch out. So Scotty returns to the house, walks to the front door. Everyone is so excited and we will see how all that plays out next time. So now it's time for question and answer. So question number 1. Do you think the House will see Scotty as an enemy or a way to get more numbers? An enemy. Every single House guest voted him out, and for a good reason. They don't like him. So for them to be like, yeah, I voted you out, but I changed my mind. Now I want to work with you. Yeah, nobody's going to buy that. Question number 2. When is the finale? The finale is Wednesday, September 26th. I believe it's at 9:30 because the season premiere of Survivor is the same day. It's an hour and a half of Survivor from 8 to 9:30, and then another hour and a half of the Big Brother finale from 9:30 to 11. So you should watch it. So that's it. Next time we will find out how the House really reacts to Scotty's return to the game, who wins the head of household, and who they will nominate for eviction. All that comes up in the next video. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.